I highly respect the French and also the British nuclear deterrent. They are important. The French formerly outside NATO, UK more connected to NATO. But in the end, they are no alternative to the nuclear umbrella the US is providing us. When you look at the amount of nuclear warheads pointed at us from Russia, and increasingly, by the way, from China, who will get to 1,000 warheads by 2030, the only credible nuclear deterrent and ultimate guarantor of our freedom here is the United States of America. Don't kid yourself. There's no way the French and the Brits can replace this. And still, it is important that they have that nuclear deterrent. So I'm all for it, but it is not an alternative. And I know that in Europe, many people are still questioning, is the US still with us? Are they committed to NATO? Are they committed to Article 5? Then I would say, go back to your modern televisions, where you can easily watch again what happened 2 or 3 weeks ago, or go to YouTube or whatever, and watch the footage from the Macron visit to the Oval Office, the Starmer visit to the Oval Office, my own humble visit to the Oval Office. And in all these visits, the US made clear their total commitment to NATO and to Article 5. So if worrying about their commitment to Article 5 and to NATO is reason for you to get more anxious or to get your blood pressure up, I'm here to tell you it's not necessary. And there are reasons behind it, because the US realizes that for their collective defense connected to the Euro-Atlantic theater, including what they want to achieve in the Indo-Pacific, being together 32 allies. And yes, I know, the one ally, the US, in itself is over half of the total NATO economy. But to be there together, 32, working together as one group, also projecting NATO/American power in the world, is unbeatable. So and of course, there's their own defense and how we can help there and make sure. And the only time Article 5 was ever invoked was one day after 9/11, on the 12th of September 2001, one day after the terrible attacks by 4 airplanes in the US on 9/11, by George Robertson, the then Secretary General, leading that discussion in NATO. So only time Article 5. And then, of course, after that, when it came to Afghanistan, through NATO, bilaterally, many countries helping out in Iraq, we were there with our American allies. There is this collective history, there is this collective future, there is this collective understanding. And again, the present president stating this with emphasis. Yes, Mark, I'm committed to NATO, I'm committed to Article 5. So again, we can worry about many things, but let's stop worrying about this.
I identify 3 more questions, so maybe Professor Pisarska, please, floor is yours.